guys, I have been using the same makeup the same way for the last several months, so I really wanted to come on and show you guys what I've been using and how I've been doing it. I don't think I have a video like this where I just kind of sit down and talk and just casually do my makeup. To get started, I don't always prime my face. I'm using the Smashbox primer. I've been using the Too Faced one for the last year, and then just recently I've been using the Smashbox one. So I just kind of wiped it on my face. This is for very special occasions. This is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Mist. It is a glow. It was recommended to me from Jaclyn Hill, and what you do is you just spritz it all over your face and then do your foundation after you prime, and it does give you a very dewy glow. I love it. I do that for like special occasions. I'm probably not going to do it today because it is expensive and I'm running low and I want to save it for our convention coming up. So the foundation that I've been using lately is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation mixed with the True Match from L'Oreal. I'm going to mix these two because this is a very light shade, because the lightest shade in the Born This Way is not that light for me, and I really need to mix something into it. So I really like these two together. This Too Faced on its own doesn't give the fullest coverage, which I really like because I don't feel like I need it, but the True Match does on its own. I cannot wear it on its own because it's just too strong for me. So I'm just gonna kind of mix it. I try not to use as much True Match because the L'Oreal, because I don't want it to be too light and I want it to still have the pretty luminous effect with the Born This Way. So I'm just gonna kind of mix it on my hand. And I just usually do like one swipe on my cheek, one swipe on my cheek, one on my chin, one on my nose, a little on my forehead, and then I have a little acne right here, so I'm just gonna swatch right there. I'm using the IT Cosmetics flat brush. I've been using this for about a year as well. I've been using I don't have a lot of brushes. That's something I'd like to get in the future. But a lot of the brushes I have, I don't like. What brand is Sigma? Oh, I got that when I felt like a lot of people were using Sigma. I mean, I still think a lot of people are, but it just, I just got it in my hair. Oh. I got it when a lot of people were using Sigma. I mean, a lot of people still use Sigma brushes, but I don't really know why it was such a huge craze when I bought them like 2 years ago. I haven't been impressed with them, and all of them have fallen apart. But I really like the IT Cosmetics one. I would love to get the MAC makeup brushes eventually. But really, like, this just like, I can still see through my skin. I love how this looks on my skin, because I still feel like it looks like me, like I'm not wearing a whole ton of it. After my foundation, I do concealer. This is the NARS Creamy Concealer. The first time I got this, I thought, I'm probably not gonna buy it again, and then I bought it again and I really like it. I usually am not one to set my skin or set my under eye concealer, but this I have to. This is a drying formula. If you have way dry skin, you'll hate this. I just use that same flat brush to blend it out. It's really drying, but on the other hand, like, I use an eye cream, and so I feel like it's not that drying, but it covers extremely well. My mom uses this. I don't really think any of my other sisters use. My sister-in-law Emily uses this. So that's actually why I got it, because my sister-in-law Emily said she really liked it, and her makeup always looks beautiful. I always put on my eyelid too, just because it kind of sets a primer for your eyeshadow, and I have a lot of redness around my eyes, so it evens it all out. Okay, I set this bad boy right away, and I used to use for a very long time the Hourglass setting powders. They're very beautiful. I've had them for a long time, and I would just use this lightest shade, which is the Ambient Dim Light. I use it forever. It looked really good, but Bonnie got me on the Laura Mercier powder. This is something that I I don't necessarily want to say I always love something, because I don't ever want to overuse the term I love this, but this is something I will have forever. This changed the way I do my makeup. It is a translucent, even though it comes off really light, powder that I dip in a beauty blender, a dampened beauty blender, and I put it under my eyes from the opposite direction, because if I do it this way, you can do it this way, but it looks better to do the opposite way, because you're blending that under eye concealer even more. So I always start from the corner, I look up, I tap it into my face, and I bring it along my nose, so this whole area is set. This makes any makeup you're doing not crease. It's beautiful, and it will last all day. It is so beautiful. So just kind of make sure you go underneath and you're tapping, and it looks really pretty. If you have any extra that you need to like dust off, I have a little dusting brush that I use under my eyes. It's the same IT Cosmetics brush from Ulta. So I've done one eye and I'll do the other. I am going in with my ambient powder. This is the Bronze Light, and I am using Makeup Geek's brush. I really like Makeup Geek's eyeshadows. I love it. Her brush I've enjoyed as well. It stayed really soft. I just take a little bit of that bronzer, put right here, use the rest that's on my brush, start up here, and just kind of blend around my face. That way I have a little bit of color. This is really light, and I don't think it comes off orange. I just like that it warms my skin up, and I think that it does blend and look really pretty. I just kind of do it on the outside of my face. I used to contour a lot, but lately, just with my weight and stuff, I haven't really wanted to chisel out anything else, because I like my face to look a little fuller. So I used to contour a lot with the Smashbox bronzing, or I used to contour a lot with the Smashbox sticks, but I haven't done that lately. And I'll usually take a little bit of what's left and kind of do it around my nose and a little under my lid, just that way I have a little color on my face. And I never go under here. You want to keep this light. If you've overdone it, you can just take a brush and kind of blend that all out. Next, I'm taking another Makeup Geek brush. This is just a flat angled brush. I'm using the Mood Exposure blush. This is my second one. I really enjoy this blush. I think it just always looks pretty no matter what I'm wearing. And I have calmed down on my blush. I always like to overdo it. I love blush. I think it looks pretty. But I've tried to slow down a little bit on blush lately. And if I've overdone it, I'll take that flat brush that I use my foundation with and just go around the edges if I feel like I've overdone it. Okay, in my mirror, everything looks really smooth and I don't have any harsh lines. You can see a glow, and I haven't even added a highlighter, but just the foundation, the blush, it looks glowy. After my blush, I do my eyebrows. My eyebrows are a joke and a half. They don't grow on this outer part, and they fall down really fast. How I do it is I just take my Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil and I brush my eyebrows down, and I form the shape of my eyebrow from the top. Usually people will go underneath and form, but I can't do that. I have to form it from the top because that's where I don't have any hair. So I brush everything down and I form it. And then after I do the top, I take that spoolie and I brush all the hairs up, and I slowly do underneath. My arms are shaking because I went to the gym today, and today was arm day. My arms are dead. I've been going to the gym lately and I actually really enjoy it. I feel really good after. And then I use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to set it. The gel lasts me for a long time, like every 2 or 3 eye pencils I go through, I keep the gel. I don't need to rebuy it often at all. We are getting into the eyeshadow. This is Makeup Geek eyeshadow. If by a strange chance you don't know what Makeup Geek is, the brushes and the eyeshadow, it's Marlena. She's here on YouTube, and her eyeshadows are extremely comparable to MAC, extremely, and they're like $4.99 an eyeshadow. They're extremely, extremely cheap. Jared got this palette for me over a year ago, and I have gone through one full eyeshadow, which is Beaches and Cream, and the others I feel like I haven't even put a dent in. Every day I do the same thing lately. I will take Latte and I will put in my crease, and then to warm it up I will take Frappe and put it in the corner and then the under area, and that's what I do every day. If I do anything different, if I want to add a little more umph to it, I'll take Cocoa Bear, which is darker, and do the same thing, put it in the crease and underneath just to add a little more pop, a little more color. If I do a color on my eyelid, it more often than not is the Cosmopolitan. So I'm just going to do what I've been doing lately, which is very simple. I am taking a Sigma blending brush, which this one works. It's like maybe the only one I like of Sigma. I'm going to take that Latte, is that what one it is? Yep. I'm going to take Latte, dip it a little bit, and I always just pounce it a little bit to deposit the color very lightly, and then I'll go in and blend. So I just put this in the crease from the inner corner to the outer corner, and I go back and forth. So after that, I'll go in with that other color to warm it up. The Frappe, I put it on this little half broken brush. It's an Urban Decay one. MAC has one that looks just like this that I'm excited to get eventually. I just put it in the crease of the eye, tap it into it, that way it deposits the color, and then I'll just go in and kind of go back and forth with it. And this I actually kind of take on to the eyelid, like I just brush from the outer corner in. And then when I'm all done, I'll take that fluffy brush again and do the same thing. That way all the colors are blended. As you notice, I didn't put anything right here. I've just kept it very light, and that's all I do every day. Like, I don't put anything there, I just keep it my skin color. By all the blending, it kind of blends onto it, but I just purposely leave it there just so it's lighter, and it looks good. This is a Sigma little pencil brush, and I will dip it in that Frappe, that warm color, and I'll look up and just kind of touch it on the lower eyelash and just blend it a little bit. That is my staple eyeshadow routine. If I do anything, I always do this, and then if I go out and I want to do more, I'll add different colors, more depth, more color, but this is what I do every day. My eyeliner, for months and months, I don't put eyeliner on the upper eyeliner line, you know what I'm talking about. I don't put eyeliner right there. I don't like it. I think it's too harsh. I don't like having a black line right there, even if I blend it out. This is the It Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. I always look up, I always put it on the waterline, and I just blend it. Just go through and wiggle it in there. It will put a little eyeliner on there. It will make your eyelashes have a thicker base. It makes your mascara go on better because it kind of like grabs on to the eyeliner that's right there. I really like it. This is what I've been doing forever. And I don't go all the way in. Like, I'm only like going to here. Like, I don't go inward. I just want everything to be just light and pretty. This is my favorite mascara. This is my favorite mascara. This is my third one I've gone through. It's really hard to find a mascara that you like. Like, look, that's one coat. That looks really good. So, yeah, I have a dedicated video on this. It's just pretty. Like, it doesn't clump up. It's long. It grabs, like, I always work in the base first. And the eyeliner that you put on, I swear, like, it just grabs it and pulls everything up. I just lightly put this underneath. I don't like it to be too dark and too much. And I like having just a little bit of eyeshadow underneath because it gives a little color, so I'm not so white bright down there, you know, that way I have a little color. Next up is lips. I have Invisalign, and it's been really hard for me to wear colored lipstick just because they stick to the Invisalign. This is my fourth tray. This is the first and the fourth tray have hurt really bad. So I've been wearing something very light. I just discovered the Bite brand from Sephora. I enjoy it so much. Like, I'm very excited to get new lipsticks. It has a light end. Jackson's gotten in here and squished it. I have a light end and a dark end. I usually do the dark end. I think that one's pretty, but I usually kind of stick with nude colors lately. But this is the lipstick I've been wearing lately. To finish off, I'm using the Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray. This is chill. It's cooling and hydrating. This is very hydrating. I have noticed a huge difference with setting my makeup. It's something that I've not always done, but it's something that I always do, like the last 6 months that I have been, you know, using it, and I can see a difference. Like, sometimes it's not that I look powdery, it's just it blends and smooths my face and it lasts all day, and I just feel like it looks really pretty, so I can tell a difference with that. That is my everyday makeup, guys. This is all the products that I've been using lately. I hope that you guys enjoyed this talk through video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Do I have lipstick on my Invisalign? A little bit. Yep, I do. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in my next video. Bye.